all right, honey? You feeling better from last week?
Yeah,
I think you're on a bad day anyway that day. What percentage happiness are you right now?
60%.
See, there we go. Like sometimes it's just the hormones, you know?
Maybe the hormones, maybe just there was just like, there's a lot going on like in the business.
Yeah.
Like just shitty business stuff. So it was just like,
You've been through worse, hun.
I know.
Can I also ask another question?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing wearing red?
It's New Year, New Me.
Okay.
Do you like it?
I think your colour, I
it's
think
red.
Yeah.
So when you were like,
but
when you had your meltdown about outfits, and Brian, have you got your mic on? Right, I need you to confirm a statement with me. You know, on that episode where everyone said I was mean to Georgie, even though she was eggy as fuck, right?
You made me eggy, but yeah, carry
Guys,
on.
we can't start the new
No.
year.
No. Listen. I just got to back myself up here. She said, "I will wear whatever the fuck you want me to wear, and I'll put it on, and I'll put it on with a smile, and I'll do it."
Yeah.
Did you wear everything that we bought for you?
No. But the one of them looked like a fucking shiny turd. Oh, I hate that word. Sorry. One of them
guys. This is the year of positivity. 2025
Brian,
is good
respectfully,
vibes.
shut the fuck up.
It's
Go
good
away.
vibes.
Get off my podcast.
Wedding planning.
So
no, but what
Would you like
our
to
problem
apologise?
is? No. Would you like to apologise? Then we're fine.
anyway, red's my
Our problem
colour.
is we're both red.
I
We
think
could just both wear red. It's fine.
I think red looks better with darker hair.
No, you're wrong.
I think a red lip looks better with your hair.
Okay. We'll just both wear red. That's what we should have done.
Maybe that's our new colours.
Yeah. We need to have a colour theory and find out what you actually are.
Do you know what? I need to be a lady of leisure to do all these things.
I don't know why you think it takes more than 3 hours.
But I'm sat there whilst I'm having this experience like, fucking, I need to do that call. I was
sat there doing that.
So
but I also did it in an evening though.
I am determined to make this year the best year yet.
Okay.
Like,
well, you've got your bingo card now.
Yeah, I've got my bingo card. Our friends are going to see Sam Fender and they've messaged us and said, do you want to come? I was like, great, I need to do my more concerts.
Yeah.
So we're off to a good start.
Okay, we'll keep you guys updated. We need you all to do your bingo cards so that we can tick them off. And hopefully you've all got attend podcast tour on there.
Yes.
Because you can tick that off. We're recording this a little bit early, so I don't know if there's any tickets left. But if you've not booked your tickets yet...
Then what are you doing?
What the F are you doing? I just spat everywhere. I'm so sorry. I'm so excited. But
maybe
you
we
have
should
to
actually
come
talk
to
a bit about the tour. We'll roll the intro, but maybe we talk a bit about the tour.
All right, we'll give them a little taste of what's going to come.
Let's
go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome
The Unfiltered Bride Podcast. Tips from the top table and beyond.
so you know it's going to be juicy.
I feel like we get asked about this all the time, so you'll be pleased to hear who our sponsor is for this episode.
Printed.com can turn your stationary Pinterest boards into reality. From save the dates to table plans and literally everything in between. They can print over 30 different wedding products.
I used Printed.com for my own wedding and it was so easy to do. I designed everything myself and then I used them to have it all made in amazing quality and quick service. I had welcome signs, beer pong stickers, table talkers, cocktail menus, the list goes on.
Even if you work in the industry, Printed.com should be on your radar. Branded merch, business cards, signage and more.
You can also thank us later because we've managed to get you a discount code of 15% off your whole first order. Just use Unfiltered15. Code ends on the 1st of June 2025. Head to Printed.com to find out more.
We're not allowed to talk about this for long.
Touch, yeah.
Because Brian's told us off already.
Yeah, so we've got
Happy New Year, Brian.
Happy New Year. Get lost.
Positivity. This is the year of good vibes.
Yeah, what was on his bingo card? We need to make his. We need to pin them all up somewhere. Anyway, so basically we're going to talk about the tour as a whole. So we've got 4 locations. We have got Edinburgh, Birmingham, Manchester and London. They are all sick. The suppliers we've got are sick. I'm going to name a few of them for you. 615, 21 events, The Function Band, Pat Partridge, John Taylor,
Alex Wysocki,
DNA Studios. I can't remember everyone off the top of my head.
We've got some really cool stuff happening.
Aaron Kenny.
Yeah, PS Visuals.
People
you've heard us talk about, and we
want to show you why. Yeah,
we need to show you. You need to see.
Don't just trust us. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to give a quick lowdown of what the tour is. Actually, no, you are way better at this than me.
Why? Okay, yeah.
Explaining the tour. The tour is the evening of the wedding that you want to go to and you want to have.
So the aim is when I go.
If that is not a clip,
yeah, I made you clips left, right, and centre, Brian. Okay,
if that is not a clip, I would be disappointed.
So we want you to attend as a guest of ours. We want you to come. Put your planning hat outside. Just leave that there for a minute. You can get it on the way back out. You're going to walk in.
Don't forget it on the way out.
You're going to walk in and you're going to close your eyes and you're going to listen. You're going to smell. You're going to look around.
It's immaculate vibes from the minute you walk in.
You should know the vibe the second you walk in. And if you don't, then we've failed. There should be signage that's telling you the vibe. There should be music that's telling you the vibe. There should be production and lighting and scents and just everything that shows. And this is where you're trying to say, I want my wedding to be either like that or I don't like that. I'm going to do this. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be exactly your style, but we want you to see how we're getting across all of the stuff that we talk about on the podcast so you can actually embrace it and feel it.
Can I tell you one thing? If you're worried about who to bring, who to come with, your mate's not maybe up for it, bring your partner. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you this. Last year, someone agreed to book the function band from our tour.
Somebody messaged me earlier, maybe they commented or something, and they said, I'm bringing my partner to show him why we've spent so much money on the band. Yes, the function band. So, but like, it is a good, they don't do any, none of the bands, I don't think, do any public shows. So it's your chance to actually come and see them.
And I've got clients coming to Birmingham who have booked 21 events. Through my recommendation. And I was like, 21 events, you've got to put on a show.
Yeah. There are people here that are literally having you.
And guys, the pressure on us to deliver these events.
There's me saying, you're walking and you'll smell shit. And I'm like, fuck, I need to candles.
But no, it's going to be incredible. You get to kind of party with us. It's not like we're not separate. We're kind of right in the middle with you guys.
It's like wait till the end of the sentence. It's like a wedding fair, but also nothing like a wedding fair. It's like a wedding fair because you get the inspiration and you see the suppliers, but you will not see a tablecloth table there anywhere.
Backtrack, it's not a wedding fair.
No, but you know what I
No,
mean.
backtrack, no, but people don't know. I know what you mean.
Okay, let me explain it better then.
Because as soon as you said that, I was like,
when I say wedding fair, I mean because it's somewhere when you're sat at home, you're like, I'm wedding planning, I've got nothing. I want to go to these wedding fairs so I can see everything and feel it and blah blah.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you. Let me give you a better imagination picturing this. You walk in, don't know what venue yet because I'm not going to tell you, but you walk in, you hear the beats of the music, you hear the most amazing voice, you're like, that's cool, that's a great song. Oh, someone hands you a cocktail. Oh, it's a hers and hers cocktail. Which cocktail do I want? Do I want a Georgie or a Beth?
I'm a bit sweet, I'm going for a Georgie. I'll do the ASMR in the background.
Keep doing this, is great. Okay, great. Oh, should I take your coat for you, madam?
Thank you. Well, nobody's taking it. You have to check your own coat in. Here's my coat. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's the girls. Hi, girls.
Hi, girls. Hi. And then suddenly you're approached by a pickpocket magician.
Give my tie back.
Who steals your phone or your vape or whatever. I've seen him steal vapes. You get Rich is there. You've got maybe a live artist somewhere. Ooh. Maybe you might be able to get a welded bracelet with your girls and your honeys.
I've still got both of mine on.
Yep, we've had them on for over a year.
I would like to apologise to you actually. Not for what you apologised on, but when you told me you got a welded bracelet,
you laughed.
I was like, there is no way on God's earth that is staying on. Just because I genuinely didn't believe it.
Can you tell me one thing?
What?
When I wear mine, especially when I'm on holiday with my anklet.
When you wear it, it's on all the time.
With my anklet, I feel so put together. Like I've actually gone and put my anklet on for my holiday. Yeah. Of course I haven't. It's 100%. Been on all year.
100%. Like I genuinely am so proud of myself right now. Purely because of the ankle bracelet and the bracelet. My nails are always done. I've always got a bracelet on. I've always got an anklet on. Are my toenails painted? No. Does it matter? No, because I've got an anklet on.
You should probably get toenails added to your list.
It's just expensive, isn't it?
I always get mine. Yeah, but you don't have to get done every time. So mine lasts like 3 months.
Yeah, mine literally lasts forever. I'm going to go and have them done before our where's Brian gone?
He's sick of that shit already.
I'm going to have it done before our multiple holidays that we've got at the start of the year.
Nothing more than looking down and seeing your toes painted.
Were they white as well?
I am the boss.
I feel so put together.
So if you're ever having a down day, girlies,
get your toenails done.
Like I was the other week. I went and got my toenails done. I went and got my brows done. I went and got my lashes done.
Stuck on a red top and she's laughing.
And I got red nails and I am back, bitches. Anyway, how's things? What's going on?
Oh, is that the tour over?
Yeah. We can't talk too much about because I don't want to spoil it for you.
We'll put bits in. But honestly, if you're getting married, if you
you're
got
married
married and you just miss it, and if you think you might be getting engaged in the next 5 years, I genuinely think you should be coming along. It's just like a big girlhood party. You know when you really fancy a night out
with some grooms,
but it's a proper night out. It's done well. You know what I mean? So be there or be square. Anyway, you okay?
Yeah. What have you been up to?
I did a nice wedding last week.
Oh, did you?
I've never.
Wait.
Okay.
I did a really nice wedding as well. And I'm going to sit here right now and I'm going to remind you all in January 2025, if you've got a wedding and you don't have a coordinator externally, please book one.
I saw somebody else saying about wedding coordinator. I don't like talking about it too much because I don't.
All right, sales pitch.
This is what I mean. I'm not a salesy person. So genuinely, you do not need to book through my company. I would, because we're fantastic. But I genuinely, honestly believe that every wedding should have a coordinator.
And I'm going to say this in the nicest possible way. That coordinator did nothing wrong at that venue.
The venue coordinator.
She just had no fucking time.
Yeah.
She ran out of time.
Yep.
There was so much going, like we had production, we had a band stage can be set in, then we needed it to be covered. And then because obviously we didn't want to see it in the ceremony, and then we had to flip the room. Half the tables had tables crammed into the corner. We were draping everything. It looked goddamn gorgeous. But there was so much going on in that room.
And they've got to try and just keep the normal wedding. I look at it as a venue coordinator keeps the whole day just going. Absolutely. They'll get the timings done. The tables are set. The stuff that is meant to be happening is absolutely happening. There's just no
like if we,
there's no time with the couple as well.
Yeah, if we were involved in that wedding, I would have had 2 people there.
Yeah.
Because there was so much going on. The setup, there was like 20 of us in a room all crambling over each other. And
so Beth was there as etiquette, by the way, not as a coordinator. So
no, I wasn't. Hence why I said you need one.
Yeah.
But
I just think the amount of money that you spend on the wedding, the coordinator is the cherry. Yeah. Do you need it? No. Does it look better? Does it feel better? Does everybody then talk about it? Because it's all just a little bit better.
And my comments from the day, it was gorgeous. Oh my God. James Arthur was there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
James Arthur
what the fuck?
was a surprise.
To who? The bride?
To the bride. So the groom organised it.
How much money did that groom have?
I don't
know. That must have been spenny.
What I'm going to say here, right? And this is public service announcement.
PSA. To all
she could have got a Rolex, potentially, for that cost.
But are you joking?
Yeah, but I don't know if they knew someone that knew someone.
Are you joking?
But
she could have got about 4 Rolexes.
Yeah, I don't.
100%.
I don't know how much got paid. So like
honey,
I think it was.
It's in the lead up to Christmas. This wedding was. And James Arthur's coming.
All right, yeah,
he needs to keep his Botox bill up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to like, they went for experience over gift. And I think that was priceless for her. And also, how freaking cool is it? Everyone's going to be talking about
my wedding. Yeah, James
Arthur. Did you see James Arthur was there?
I am an experience over gift person.
And that's okay.
A whole.
Whereas some people are like, do you know what? I'd rather you not spend that money on that. I'd rather.
I just also think, how many holidays can I get?
Yeah.
And that honeymoon better be sick.
Yeah. So
they can't be going to Tenerife after seeing James Arthur.
But also what I loved was their guest book was a James Arthur song. Their first dance was a James Arthur song.
Fine.
So everyone knew.
It is important. How was the guest book of James Arthur? What?
It was. Do you know what? I've never seen it before. And it was really cool. It was like a big plaque. Like it was like a plaque. Like, you know, artists would get if you won like an award.
Yeah.
So it was like a big black board. And then it had like the waves of the song.
Yeah, cute.
In gold.
Yeah.
And it said like, say you won't let go James Arthur. And then people signed it with gold pens. So, you know, if you like signed like a record.
Yeah, cute. Okay.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Oh.
But my only comment was, if I was coordinating that wedding, I would have ripped that white carpet up. Because the band put down a white carpet because they were doing production.
Yeah.
And it was just health and safety. It wasn't sitting properly.
I saw that red white carpet. You sent me a picture. I didn't know what you were talking about then. Sorry. Can I explain to people what it was?
Yeah.
So, you know the aisle runner? It's like an aisle runner, but you know when you trip over the rug when you walk in? That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Sorry. No shade. I'm guessing, did it get sorted out before the ceremony?
It got sorted out before the ceremony, then all the guests walked on it.
Yeah, it just was all crumpled up on the sides.
Then again, the wedding coordinator was great. This is what I'm saying. The wedding coordinator
venue
coordinator was great. Like she went in and was like, she actually went and got them and was like, guys, you need to sort this out before she walks down. All the guests were in there, but she was like, there's no way she's walking down. This is what I mean. There's no shade to this woman. Like she was busy.
Yeah.
Like she was busy.
I love venue coordinators. It's so helpful when there's venue coordinators there. But like, so my wedding the other week, they had a friend singing them down the aisle. So I was like, cool. He's a proper singer. Like, it was phenomenal. So the venue coordinator, we go down. I've got the sheet music in front of me, and I'm sending people down. Not the sheet music, the words. I've got when I'm sending the bridesmaids down. She's done it as bridesmaids, groomsmen going down together. They're going at certain points. The song is very important. So we come down, we line people up, and I can hear something, and I'm like, that's him fucking singing. And I was like, that's the entrance song. But we're not ready. We haven't given a thumbs up. The registrars have just walked in. Nobody's standing. It's not the moment. So then I'm looking at the venue coordinator, and she's like, fuck. And so I was like, right, so I went in and was trying to wave at the guy to be like, fucking stop it. He's not looking at me. So he's just doing the whole fucking song at this point. He's not really noticed that nobody's walking down the aisle. The registrars had just stood there doing nothing because they were not the best registrars in the world. And I'm like, guys, nobody? Okay, right, me. Fucking stop. So he then stops, but starts acoustically playing the guitar. So obviously it's not awkward. But the registrars are still not saying anything because they're waiting for him to stop to get everyone standing. And I'm like, this is just a fucking nightmare. I can see the bride starting to, and I was like, don't worry, like, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to send you down midway through the song because it was important to get the right bits. But finally got him to stop, and then the registrar was like, please can everyone be upstanding? And then I'm like, finally, go. And then the song starts, I'm like, right, you go. But like, the venue coordinator couldn't have stopped him because, like, you just need, I don't know.
So yeah, I had my carpet issue where it's just like, it was just like in the photos, the photos fine, but videos, it's like, you could probably try and avoid it, but it was just dangerous. People were leaving and like, but to be fair, the coordinator, before they walked back down the aisle, she went and cut the back. So essentially, like, no one, like, she was quick. I was like, fair play. This is what I mean. She was a good venue coordinator. Like, there was nothing wrong with her. She was just like, there was a lot of people and there's a lot going on, and a lot going on in a short space of time. So it's like making sure the bride was okay. That was her. The group, like, there was just so much. She went along with a pair of scissors, and I was like, wow. Fairs. Because she didn't want them to walk all the way back because there's even more chance of them tripping. Yeah. And then after, it was a mess, and everyone was like, oh, the carpet, all the guests were like, oh, be careful. And then we've got Granny and stuff, and it's just like, if that was me, I would have made the call and gone, that's not happening.
Get rid of that.
Because it's not safe. No, and just doesn't look. Do you remember we had that same conversation about the mirrored aisle ages ago? And when I went to look at it, I was like, this looks respectfully shit. They knew it looked shit as well because they couldn't get it flat. And I was like, guys, we can't have that. And sometimes you just need somebody that's gonna that will say it. Yeah. So I was like, guys, I cannot let anybody come and see this when they have spent so much money on this wedding. It's going to be all over social media. So they rang their boss and was trying to say it's not working. They need to get rid of it. And they were like, can we have one more go? And I was like, absolutely. Like, you've got until this time to try and get it right. But if it still looks like that, it looked like tinfoil. Like, it was ridiculous. And then when they did it a second time, it looked 50 times better. Yeah. And they were still trying to get it. They just needed someone to come over and go, absolutely not. Absolutely no way. No way am I sending people into that. I'm way more particular than Georgie as well. So if Georgie pulls it, if I'm saying it, then it's not right.
I pick my stuff based on the couple. Like, for that entrance music, if she didn't have as many bridesmaids, she didn't have all the things, then I might have sent them down earlier. Like, maybe the song starts and I sent, like, it wouldn't matter, but that bit was important. It's the coordinator's job is to know what bits are important to the couple. The venue coordinator is to just keep it all going, just keep it running.
I also feel when you're a wedding coordinator, you ask the questions a little bit more in depth, whereas the venue is like you said, venue based questions. And what time you guys arriving, where are we doing arrival drinks, where do you want the table for arrival drinks, where do you want all of that? Like, that's not really the questions I ask. It's more,
how do you want this bit to be? Where do you want these people? Where do you want to do the group photo? Like, just all of that, just everything. I think you should all have coordinators.
I have a question.
No, I want to tell you about my wedding.
Can I just ask a really quick question?
We did this again. We do this all the time where one of us asks one of us a question and then tells our own story.
Yeah. So I went on a site visit back end of last year. Gorgeous castle. Having oyster shuckers.
Of course.
Well, they're having oysters, and I was like, we needed them to be shucked.
Shucked in front of me.
Shucked
if they're not being shucked to me,
I want entertainment. And let me tell you, this groom.
Are you all right? You've got hair in your. Just do this for a second. Get all that hair out your face.
I feel like it's part of my personality.
If you actually watch, there was a hair in your eyeball a second ago, and I was watching you try and get it
out. I have this groom, and he is the dream groom. Like, dream groom. You want it? Okay.
Oh, sweet.
I want it, so we're going to do it. Like, we're looking at stationery, and we're like, let's do these boxes, blah, blah, blah. Then I was like, guys, you don't really need to spend an extra X on the boxes. It's not going to, like...
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
They're nice, but, like, let's put that budget towards that. And he's like, oh, no, we're going for the boxes. Even the bride was like, Look, we don't need the boxes.
Yeah.
He is golden retriever groom.
Yeah.
Like, you all want him.
Yeah.
He is the best groom you could have when planning a wedding.
Yeah.
And he booked everything, blah, blah, blah. Like, really straight early on. Great. Anyway, we were at the site visit. And Brian, I've got a question for you. 120 guests. How many bar staff do you think you need? Because we always say to people,
3.
yeah, we say to people, ask how many bar staff there are.
Yeah.
We don't tell them.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We don't tell them.
One. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Wait, what is the ratio you would say?
Well,
Bearing in mind, this wedding
it depends
is
what drinks they
cocktails.
I was going to say
Oh yeah,
cocktails
then
Full
at least 3 cocktail bartenders, and then you need like
plus a bar back.
two or 3 other staff members to help clear and stuff like that. You need 3 people on the bar at all times especially if it's free cocktails.
So my question to you is, how many bar staff do we need based on how many guests we've got?
Okay. So if you are having, we're going to call it a normal bar and a cocktail bar. Okay. So if you're having the cocktails, we need more. So if we've got less than 100 guests on a normal bar, you will need 2 bar staff that stay on the bar plus a runner bar back, they're called. If you are having 100 people and a cocktail bar, I'd probably say still 2 staff, but maybe 2 runners, because then they're the ones that can also do like the soft drinks and mixers. But you've got 2 mixologists. This is the important bit. If you are going to a venue that say they do cocktails, I would like to try one of your cocktails, and I would like to see them make it. If it's poured from a can, it's different, not a cocktail. If you've got more than 100 guests, I would say 100 to 150, you will want 3 on a normal bar, 3 staff and 2 bar backs. And on the cocktail bar, probably 3 mixologists and 3 bar backs. And then more, I just go up incrementally. But also, if you've got a free bar, it's very different to having a paid bar. Because if you've got a free bar that does all the cocktails and drinks, then it's quicker because they just hand it out and they can put the drinks up on the top constantly, so people can just keep grabbing cocktails.
But I still think they tab it on the tills and
No,
stuff.
not say in a marquee.
Fine.
Sorry, I'm
venue.
picturing a marquee. If Brian does a marquee,
fine.
he'll just
It doesn't
keep putting
matter.
cocktails up on the top. So speak to them about it. Find out how much it would cost to have an extra bartender, because there's nothing worse. And also, can we just have a drinks, if we're doing free drinks, can we have some drinks set up somewhere? Can we have a beer buckets over there? Definitely put water. A hydration station is like key. I don't want to queue at a bar for water.
So we were on the site visit, and they said, I was like, look, how many bar staff you got? And these guys have said, we're heavy drink. It's a free bar, but it's obviously they're going to keep the tab on.
Fine. Okay.
So free bar, cocktails, heavy drinkers.
Yeah.
She was like,
How many guests?
120.
I'd want the 3. I want 3 mixologists and probably 3 bar backs.
So they were like, oh, we have 2 bar staff and 1 run in to collect glasses. That's enough for 100. And I turned around, I was like, no, it's not for 120 people. Especially when you're like heavy drinkers. I was like, first and foremost, we're going to need a pop-up bar. Beers and fizz. I want easy so
somewhere.
If you want to just grab it, you can go. But it's just pushing for that. And you need to have the confidence to go, I know my guests.
Yeah.
When you've been to weddings, think about it.
The thing that annoys me is your venue are going to make more money the more bar staff you have. 100%. If you can get a drink quickly, they're going to buy more drinks.
And also, if the bar is small, pop-up bars.
Yeah.
Like,
get me a fizz bar over there. We're doing a wedding soon. You guys are doing it as well, actually. And they've got a catering and bar company that are doing all the bar and things like that. But then they're putting Brian on a pop-up cocktail bar for the cocktail hour, just purely doing cocktails. So you go over there if you want a cocktail. Here's the 3 cocktails. They're just being put out on the top constantly because there's free cocktails. And then go to the bar if you want anything else. But it's just seamless, you know?
I feel like you'll always get a pushback, but you have to stand firm if you're willing to pay the extra costs. For example, like we've said, the catering do the cocktails.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll speak to the caterers then, because they want someone to come in, they want someone to flair, they want someone to do the cocktails, they want to show we're going. Our afternoon is pre-drinks. We've finished our wedding breakfast. We're going outside. It's summer, TBC.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good. We've got gorgeous outdoor furniture, like the plush sofas. We're going for it. And we've got a nice musician. We're putting a stage outside. Like we want it to be nice. You're going to pre-drinks. You're not sitting down. You're not being boring.
Yeah.
But we were like, they want flairers there. You want to be able to take a cocktail, but also we want people there just to be making the cocktails. So we want an entertainer.
An entertainment that's probably not making any drinks. Yeah. And then cocktail bartenders.
Make the bride and groom's drink probably. And then someone to get out the cocktails. Like, I'm not stupid. I know the logistics as well as the show.
Yeah.
So it's just being confident with that. And that would be my tip, because I always thought they were like, well, how many? They were like, oh yeah, 3's fine. And I was like, guys, no.
You need 3 on the bar.
Yeah.
Like you will always want 2 staff that do not move off that bar. But it also, the problem is, like, to me, Brian counts as 2 bartenders.
Yeah.
Because he's done this. But how do you know if they're good? You don't.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, let's just not trust anybody and just assume everyone's shit.
But my argument is, why would anyone ever refuse more help if you're willing to pay for it?
But also, it pains me to pay for it because all it's doing is making you more money. So I would actually say that's the cost of it. I'll pay half of it because actually you're making more money. You're making the bar, like, it's not like a marquee where I'm just paying the hours for that extra staff member. You're making money. The
problem is they get stuck in a cycle because they've only ever had 2 bartenders working.
Yeah, they wonder why there's always a queue.
They only make X money, so in their brain they're like, that's the cap of what we can earn. Whereas they've never actually added another bartender and gone, oh, actually, this generates another $2,000 of revenue to pay somebody minimum wage. So it makes perfect sense to do that. But they're just looking at cutting costs as much as possible.
I think that's a good tip as well. Like when you first go to a wedding venue, you can push the boundaries a little bit. You don't have to do the norm.
I think you just need to explain to people what is the most important thing to you
and why.
If drink is, go hard on that at the start.
I think as well, people want it to be standard because that's what they know. They know, for example, we had a conversation about where the top table goes. They're like, no, either goes here or here. And I was like, well, why?
It doesn't.
And I said, why can't it go here?
Oh, yeah,
and
I never thought about that.
Oh, well, yeah. And I was like, well, the top table's going on a stage and then I need that stage for the band. So I
yeah.
can't move it.
Yeah.
And I don't really want the band there. I want them there.
Yeah.
And they're still close to the PA system. Like, there isn't a problem. They're like, oh, yeah. And I was like, it's just because it's...
this is the venues... And again, it's no shade. They do the same thing the same way because they know the outcome. And that's fine. But if you do start to bring in your own coordinator, your own styling, you get to then look at it with fresh eyes rather than being like, it doesn't need to look like every other wedding.
And let me tell you, it's going to be the best wedding they've ever done.
Yeah,
Like, you're going to want to use the pictures, hun.
Yeah, we've got one next year together where...
Oh
the
my
venue
God.
just do not... I got something.
What?
I got fireworks allowed.
Did you?
Yeah.
How?
Mate.
How? What are they paying?
They're not. So... I don't know whether to talk about this.
How?
Anyway.
Wait, no.
Are you proud of me?
How did you get that? Because that's in a village.
Well, so first of all...
Did you invite everyone from the village down?
My bride... Basically, so I spoke to my bride about this first to say to her, because they have very high expectations and that's okay. That's fine. I've got different levels of couples. There's some couples that like you would have higher expectations than I would have of your wedding. Do you know what I mean? Of like production, for example.
Oh yeah.
She is one of these high expectation people.
She is.
And that's great.
Dream client for me.
But that's the thing. I want to know that early on so I can be prepared and I can be ready. So I had a call.
But also she's so... They've got high expectations, but they're so nice.
There is nothing wrong with high expectations.
And I think that's the key. You can't come... Like, I mean, some people will work with it, but like, again, I find it difficult because we have clients... my higher end clients, I don't attract the ones, especially if you listen to podcasts, that want a really professional la-di-da.
Professional's not the right word.
No.
But then la-di-da's not a bad thing. We get my higher end ones and the same people where they're normal people, but they got some money to spend.
Yeah.
So they're excited by spending the money. It's not like, oh yeah, fuck it, $100,000, yeah, whatever. Like, it's not like that at all. It's fuck it, I'm spending a lot of money and therefore this is important. Like that's fine. Like no problem.
But they're not dicks.
Not dicks. Do you know what? I don't have any dick clients. Like most of my people that are spending good money, they know what they want and that's fine. So I spoke to her and was like, look, I think I need to put it on a bit thicker with the venue. They've spent a bomb.
How? Right, come on, just tell me how, because do you know what? Bow down.
I know.
She
texted me when I got the email back. I was like, yes. And then I added it to our Trello board and she literally texted me, but like, how the fuck? So I spoke to the venue. I arranged a call with the venue. We went through all the stuff and I was like, look, there's so many cross-communicate. Like, I don't know what's happening. And there's probably like 10 things they wanted to do that aren't really allowed. And I was trying to push the boundaries on it. When it then came to fireworks, so this couple, their family have parties all the time and fireworks is like
their thing.
The thing. So I said to the venue and she'd always said no. They'd said no for months. And then it got close. I was like, look, can we have silent fireworks?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, silent fireworks don't exist, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, respectfully, we're having I said it nicely, but I was like,
no way you didn't.
I was like, we are having, I said, I said it more as, I was like, they will have fireworks. Whether we have to go to the field behind and rent it from the farmer, whether we have to go to the school was one of the options to put fireworks on there. Because they have fireworks in the village on like bonfire night.
Yeah.
Like, just chill the fuck out. There's sometimes other things like when there's wildlife and things, but there isn't. So, and the problem is they advertise their bonfire nights with fireworks and pictures. And I'm like,
the venue?
I was like, you can't put that and then not have fireworks. So I was like,
you did your research.
I said, they are having fireworks.
Whether you like it or not.
And I just said, for me,
please,
it would be 50 times easier if you just let us do it at the venue. And they came back the next week and were like, it has to be done before 10 p.m, has to be here. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I take it all. No takesies, backsies. But that was so important to them, like genuinely so important to them.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise they have fireworks there.
Whether it's just, the problem is, again, it's one of these hotels that are owned by other people. So I think the marketing company, it's like a stock image one.
Yeah.
But don't put fireworks anywhere if you then don't have fireworks.
Yeah.
So just sometimes, guys, a little pushing.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. I was really proud of you.
That would have took you were like, right, I've got to do this. I'm going to war.
And the lady was lovely, so it was fun. But I was like, look, again, you need to go higher because they've spent
a lot of
it's probably the highest spend wedding that they'll have there that year. Let them have some fucking fireworks.
And they're going to want to use it for marketing.
100%.
Like, come 100%. On. And if, as a venue, you want more clients like that, everyone's
This is our problem. The wedding industry as a whole just don't get it. I just don't get it.
On that note, we got sent a DM, an email.
Yeah.
About a content creator.
Okay.
And I want to talk about the industry,
Okay.
Wait there.
I don't know anything about this. But good or bad?
Do you not read our emails?
When did it come through?
Last week.
Maybe when you tell me, I'm going to...
And I can see both sides of it. But there's always this thing about, I don't know how to explain it. Like, not righteousness, but some people just don't get it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, just as in weddings.
My problem is the wedding industry don't get it in terms of marketing and business. I feel like the wedding industry is not a business. It's just like, we'll do these weddings. But there's so much more opportunity than people realise. Like this venue that are having this fuck off wedding, it's going to look insane. She could very easily turn around to you and say, you're not using any of that. Do you know what I mean? And then that would be very silly.
You ready? I don't know which way you're going to go on this.
All right.
And I want to kind of let you
hear it all. I'm not going to say anything until you finish.
Okay. Hi guys, a bitch is from a wedding content creator for you for the pod. Guys, also if you're listening and you're in a different, you're not a bitch, you're not a bride, or you're someone else and you still have a bitch from something.
Size from a supplier is what I like to call them.
Okay, perfect. We would love your expertise on. I've been listening to your pod for some time now, which inspired me and my sister to launch and test our own wedding content creation brand next year. Yep, I know, another one, but we are passionate about content and we've always super loved and respected the fast-paced wedding industry. As you can imagine, with only a couple wedding supplier partners just starting and minimal friends getting married, entering a new industry can be quite challenging. However, my sister, who I've set the brand with, just went to her best friend's December wedding in Wales. She already had a content creator booked. However, the bride kindly gave permission for my sister to capture content from the wedding from a guest perspective and use it in our marketing to help kickstart our page. Wait.
I'm not saying anything.
Wait. On the wedding day itself, my sister spoke to the wedding content creator who was absolutely lovely and supportive on the day. We even followed up with them with a message post-wedding to say we'll keep in touch and push any Wales wedding content inquiries her way. Fast forward 1 week later, we then shared a reel on our IG page tagging the stunning venue who reshared on their story, simply stating what a beautiful wedding this Wales destination was for a winter wedding. We then received a message from the content creator. Hello. I've noticed that you've posted content from X and X wedding on social media. As stated in my contract between myself, X and X, I'm the sole content creator for that event and no other content should be shared publicly as a business, as this is a breach of contract. I need to ask you to remove the post immediately to comply with the terms of the agreement, and I appreciate your prompt attention to this. After my sister discussed it with the bride, it seemed the contract had zero information about this in the contract, which they responded with, encroaching on another content creator's work to promote your own business is both unprofessional and unethical. Using content from this event to market your services creates a false impression of your role at the wedding and undermines the efforts of those who are officially involved. We are all working hard in the same industry and it's important to respect each other's work and boundaries. Leveraging content from someone else's event to promote your own business is not only inappropriate but also reflects poorly on professional integrity. I hope you can understand the importance of this as your business grows. We are very taken back by this and very surprised to even receive this message. Please can you give me some advice to your views on this? We have over 10 years of marketing and business experience and we just can't comprehend how this is unethical when the main priority of every wedding is bride and groom and there is enough room for everyone in this world. My sister's best friend was nice enough to let us film her wedding as part of our content library building. We in no way said We in no way said or would say that we were the content creators of the wedding or were paid for our services. Thank you so much. P.S. You guys have made wedding planning a dream.
Right.
Be rational. I want both sides.
I'm trying to think about both sides. Okay. First of all, there are two sides of a wedding. One is the couple and one is business. So absolutely, the couple being happy is the most important thing for all suppliers. Even the shit ones, I think, genuinely want the couple to have a nice day. The other side of it is business. Like I have for my freelancers that coordinate weddings, that work with me, you can't post about the wedding and say it was your wedding when it was my wedding, because it's my marketing that gets me that booking. Do you know what I mean? So, but then who's to stop a guest posting that? But then it implies they're the content creator. I
don't have a contract from you.
Yeah, but you know the rules.
I know the rules.
You know what I mean? It's like me going. It's like me going to a wedding. You know when I used to help you. Remember that I burnt my fucking arm that time. Do it and then post some pictures from it. You'd be like, no, mate, you weren't working. Like, do you know what I mean? Also, it comes with a pinch of salt. Don't
the amount
imply
of people. Like, it is really weird because I always say even with Charlotte, people tag her personal page.
100%.
People dig, and I think it's harder because I'm on the podcast that people know maybe
and
who I am.
That's what I mean. It doesn't.
And I share it, and I'm like, working for GRE.
Yeah,
working for GRE.
I think it's just. I think the problem is, I agree that company didn't say we are the content creators, but you are a content company.
Shall I show you the video? Maybe.
Yeah, but the problem is because your name is content. You're implied, like I, as somebody looking at that, I would assume that you're the content creator for that wedding. So it's the assumption of work.
But can I ask the question?
Yeah.
If the bride allows it,
but that's where it goes back to contracts. Mm-hmm. You can't just allow stuff as a bride. Being a bride doesn't make you have.
This is the video.
What's the POV say?
You find your dream inside. You find your dream inside forest venue for your December wedding. So if anything, it looks like they're promoting the wedding venue.
But my issue is that they're a content creating company, and therefore it makes it very obvious that is content from that wedding, and therefore they filmed that content.
So the argument should be that they probably shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Or
it should have been made really clear.
You can't make it any clearer though.
No, but on the day they were saying she was lovely.
Who was the content creator?
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually don't know. That they were lovely. Maybe they should be like, look, I'm more than happy to help you, but you could just it's in my contract. You can't share this. And they'd be like, okay, fine. Maybe it's the expectation from the start.
I wouldn't be against them using it on their own
personal
like if I inquired and said, do you have any examples of your work? I wouldn't, but also they would never know, so it doesn't really matter. But like you're posting it on socials, potentially even before the actual content creator has posted it. It's the same as remember that wedding I told you before at the Wilderness, where they were content creators and then he took photos and posted those. It's just a little bit shady. And I do agree with the thing of you are starting in this industry. Let's not piss. They obviously weren't trying to piss off though.
Yeah, I just don't belittle people. Be nice to people. Be respectful.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing, and my advice would be to anybody going into this industry, stay in your own lane, respect, loyalty, because you don't know when you're going to need people, someone, and you work with these, you see people a lot, and like it's literally like I saw Matt PS Visuals at that wedding the other day, and he was like, hey, blah blah blah, and he re-edited a video for me that the bride book didn't really like it, like it was for their 1 year anniversary, whatever. And he messaged me after, and he asked me then, he was like, did they love it? Like, he didn't really give much because the groom's not like, my God, it's amazing. And I was like, no, I got really good feedback. And he messaged me after, he's like, oh, thank you so much for always like trusting me with your like, it really means the world to me. And for me, I'm going to recommend you even more now
100%.
Because one, you appreciate it. Yeah. Because I think you can recommend people all the time. That's huge.
But this is huge. But again, this takes me back to venues again as well. When they do the food they do. And I'm like, this is your chance to, like, some of my favourite venues are because you fucking looked after me. And it's not even like a selfish thing, but I have now tried the food that you actually serve. I've experienced the service that you've got. I've seen what your staff are like. I fully judge venues that are a dick to me, 100%. And I'm not gonna recommend you. So if marketing is important to you, this is what we said about the photographers. Like, the wedding is important, yes, but then we've got a whole other business side of it where marketing comes into it. As a venue, where did I go? I'll shout them out because it was fantastic. The Post Barn, first of all, stunning venue, but they have a table upstairs. It's laid out already. There's napkins. There's some soft drinks. They do all 3 courses. They come and check on you. Do you know what? I really want to work there again. Mm-hmm. So when I get couples that say, we don't know where to get married. Oh, no, I fucking know where. The Post Barn.
I get fed.
But you know what I mean? And actually, the photographer had said to me earlier on in the day, they were like, we get 3 courses here. And I was like, yes, like fucking brilliant. But the day that was had by everyone was so much better when everyone's just nice to each other, and there's no like, I don't know, I imagine content creators and photographers and videographers have that issue of like, why don't we all just get on with each other and be supportive of each other?
It's hard because they've obviously got on really well in the day and stuff, and I think
that would annoy me more if
but I just
they should have been said at the start.
Yeah, they didn't.
If
know.
that was in the contract,
So like,
I would have said, actually, I'm really sorry, this is really awkward. I have it where you're not actually allowed to do this. I don't mind if you do some and use it on your brochure.
Yeah,
but please don't share anything.
Yeah, maybe. But then I feel like, again, people feel awkward to do that. But I think you
then can't give all the big balls after.
Yeah, I think that's the problem I think we've received here is the aftermath. It feels very contracty, big words.
Yes,
a little bit belittling.
Yeah,
like, and I get it. Like I
agree with what's being said.
But let's. Because you never know when you might need it. Like they 100%. Said, they're going to recommend people. You can do that. Like,
and also, like, and how do I say this without sounding like a dick?
You always sound like a dick.
All right, fuck it, I'll do it. So when I first started, and people were horrible to me then, now I'm doing all right. And do you know what I'm like? Fuck you. Because you were awful to me when I started, and you never know what people are going to end up doing and being like.
There was one venue that were dicks to us. Like 3 years ago.
You or us?
Me.
Yeah.
We did a shoot, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We got involved, and then they didn't take pictures of the areas that they agreed and all of this. And I was like, whoa, I've spent a lot of money sending my team here, sent up, and you've not even captured it. Or said we don't need that anymore. I still to this day won't work there.
Yeah.
And people will go, I'm like, that's not a business working relationship, a venue that we like to travel. And they're like, why? And I'm like,
because we petty as fuck. I don't care.
No, but I just won't. If you
I'm just not entertaining it.
Yeah.
There's a venue that I 100% won't go to.
Where? Bleep it out.
It was as I was starting my business.
Bleep it out.
Blank. I'm not going there again. But do you know what I mean? Like
I will.
Yeah. I had an inquiry for that, and I said, I'm really sorry. I won't go. As someone self-employed, the only benefits from it is that I get to say, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a really shit day for me. I'm gonna worry about it going there. I'm gonna have to pretend to be nice. I don't want to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. So
take me back to Middleton Lodge. I'll go there every
day.
every day.
The Post Barn, I'm coming. Like there's
Tortworth look after us so well.
You give me a little goodie bag at the end of the last one. Sweetheart. But again, I don't know how to say. I know that there's suppliers and things listen to this, but can we be a bit smarter? Like it's not even like if you can either be nice if you want to be nice, but let's be business smart. Do you know what I mean? Let's make connections with people. Let's be nice to people so that when we need stuff or when they need stuff, we're the people they come to. Do you know what I mean? Just saying. You know. So can I say about my wedding now?
Of course you can.
I feel like I've been really patient the whole episode. It's not. I haven't even got the rest to talk about now. But it was a type of wedding that I've never seen before.
Okay.
And that's quite rare.
What?
Yeah.
What was it?
So it was in a barn, proper Barney, and it was pre-Christmas, but like proper, it was December, proper winter wedding. It was like an Alpine lodge.
I love it.
Oh, I love it.
Could not. I love it. And if anyone wants to do it, please.
Do you know what they had?
I'm here because I am dying to do this.
It was, I literally walked into the ceremony room. So the ceremony room, the wedding breakfast, and the thingy were all in the same space, and I was like, okay, let's see. But it was very woody, so it was already man, I can't. So the chairs are all set up. I can't even. The chairs are all set up. They've got these 3 massive Christmas trees at the end, and they've got fairy lights all over them. I'll come back to that. Underneath is all these candles, and then they've got the rows of chairs, and then on some random chairs, there's the fucking fluffy white rug things. Oh, when I saw those, I was like, I'm done. That looks stunning. So me, photographer, videographer, and venue lady are all stood there trying to figure out about these trees, because she'd said to me before, I need you to decide if we have the lights on or we don't have the lights on. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, the lights.
Can I tell you what I do?
Yeah.
No lights.
Okay, why?
Because, it depends how light the room is.
Not very.
Because when you take that photo, behind you kind of lose the tree shape and you just get like You know when you take the glow?
So this was my question to the video photographer. I was like, first of all, do they flicker? Because I don't want it if they flicker. And he was like, no, it's all good. Then we took a photo to check what it looked like, and it looked stunning. And I was like, I've got a real problem here because I love the lights. And they were like that warm white, just perfectly placed. There was nothing else on the tree. So it was just lights. And I was like, oh God, I love them. But they were also going to go behind the top table. And I was like, so they're going to be on later, definitely. But without the lights, it's giving Alpine Lodge. So I was like, fuck, okay, this is my problem. I was so excited. This wedding really excited me. So we got to the point where I was like, we need to turn them on when they kiss.
Mike, drop. Right, that's it. I'm out.
Georgie, I know.
Georgie.
I feel like I'm really coming to myself, Beth.
Georgina Rose Events. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
So,
wait, let me just put my cutlery back so that'll bother me.
Midway through the ceremony.
I can't. Please, when you've got this, can we post it?
Yeah, 100%. I'll get the videographer to make me the clip. So
that. Oh, did they know?
No, that's true.
Was she like, why the fuck are my tree lights not on?
So she said lights or not, no lights. So I can tell you exactly what happened actually. Me and the team, the photo video venue, we're all like, we want them off because it looks Alpine. We want them on because it's so Christmassy and it looks amazing. Oh my God, we'll turn them on when they kiss. We all got really excited. We practiced. So there's 2 lights. So there's 2 switches. So we're like, fuck, how do we do this? And I was like, the registrar's not going to do it and they won't do it at the right time. And I was like, and if they turn on, they've both got to go on at the same time. We can't have a delay. Because half the lights are on one different. Anyway. So I was like, right, me and the venue lady will scoot down the sides during the ceremony. There was an awkward moment where I had to stand at the front of the ceremony like, don't look at me.
Wait, did the bride and groom know this was happening?
So we got really excited. We practiced it and I was like, guys, I think we might be getting carried away because we're so excited. So before I went up to the bride and I was like, I have an idea. You do not have to do it. Like we just got excited because we couldn't decide whether lights on or lights off. So the other problem is that they were having the confetti inside and it was a bit boggy outside, but also they had snowfetti. And I was like, what looks better? The lights on or no lights? She was like, it looks better with the lights on. I was like, fuck, so we need the lights on, blah, blah. So I went up to her and was like, we've all got really carried away. This is what I'd like to do. If you don't want it to happen, then that's absolutely fine. I was like, I want to turn it on when they say, now pronounce your husband or wife. Bam. And she was like, love it. I was like, yes, cool. So yeah, midway through the ceremony, we're scooting down the sides, getting to the point and the registrar's then like, so it gives me great honour to announce you as husband and wife. Boom, kiss, lights. I was so proud of it. It looks so, and again, it's just one of those things where when you get good suppliers, we genuinely cared. Like we were literally arguing about whether it looked better on, better off, blah, blah, blah. And it was just, I'm hoping that was a real moment for them. I'm hoping that people in the ceremony remember that as being like,
I feel like the cheer was louder.
100% louder. And then what else did they have that was very Alpine? Oh, so they also had, sticking with this like après-ski Alpine Lodge thing, during the wedding breakfast, they had the singers. So it's just a bridesmaid and the cousin who sang the aisle one were singing some songs with the guitar and they did Baby It's Cold Outside, but like, you know, it's a duet one. That was stunning.
Baby It's Cold
Outside. They also then had Baileys.
Oh, have you seen the Baileys chocolate?
I don't eat chocolate, Beth.
You can drink chocolate though. You drink hot chocolate.
Oh yeah. Oh, Baileys hot chocolate.
No, Baileys chocolate. It's like Baileys but chocolate version.
Can I tell you something?
Hotel Chocolat do like a liqueur, like a chocolate, basically like a chocolate Baileys. Now Baileys brought out chocolate Baileys, and
I hate Baileys.
Fucking, I'm taking everything back I just said.
I'm taking
I just
it
don't back.
Like it.
The cutlery has got to go back straight.
No, please, I did so well.
No, you've ruined it.
I just don't like Baileys.
Why?
I don't really like any creamy drinks, as I've said many times, because the tequila rose makes me go. Just makes me drink it though. I'll still drink it. Makes me think of curdling. Anyway, but again, this is where you go from wedding to our wedding. They didn't just bring out the Baileys, they got the groomsmen to pour it.
Oh, yes.
So the venue brought around these iced little short ball glasses, crystal cut. And then the groomsmen came around with a big bottle of Baileys and poured to each person. And I was like, love that touch. Ooh. Then we finished in the wedding breakfast.
I love that.
I loved that.
It
took an extra 3 seconds to organise.
Yeah.
Like, no dramas. They paid the corkage on the Baileys, so they had 3 massive bottles, and they just poured.
This is what I mean about the hospitality
100%.
in 2025.
100%.
I don't need essentially waiters or waitresses. No. I just need that interaction, that icebreaker. You're talking to more people. Oh, so who are you? How do you know so-and-so? Baileys.
Here you go.
Without being stereotypical, people chat more over a drink.
100%.
Whether that's a mocktail.
100%.
whatever, you were like,
and also just what a conversation starter.
Yeah,
I loved it. And then we came outside, and one of their other mates.
Say,
no, because I just keep trying to tell you that.
What would have been really cool is like, the circle ice balls.
Yeah, they're spenny. Me and
that
Brian
would
had to make our own balls.
That would have been cool.
Wedding. Yeah. I do think we should start an ice company, Brian, just FYI, because you just can never get good ice.
No.
Anyway.
Easy, right? Just
right.
water.
So they come out, they came back into this drink structure bit. Their mate was doing a DJ set. So again, it felt like that après-ski. They all come out. There's cocktail bar.
What music?
Oh, he had some. It was like the first song.
I thought you were going to go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was the Shania Twain one was the first one. There's a bit of ABBA, but again, with the beats, it just was cool.
Okay, sing then. Brian, beatbox, quick.
He's not by his mic. Quick, Brian,
beatbox while Georgie sings.
Beatbox, name the song.
You said Shania Twain.
Oh, no, do Gimme, Gimme, Gimme.
Okay, ready?
I don't know the gimme.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight. But he was like proper DJing. It was very cool. We had cocktails in the corner. We had espresso martinis. We had dark skiing. And then she went off. I love this bit. I love it when people do this. She went off to change dress. She'd gone from this like Bardo flowy sparkly thing to like, and I say this genuinely with love, the most basic slip dress, clean,
slinky,
halter necky.
We
had to cover
divine.
her nipples just, because it was that slinky, but it was all right. It was fine. And then I always tell people when they come in, are you going to reintroduce yourself? Like, I don't want.
What's that song that says?
Allow me to reintroduce. We're not allowed to sing him.
Oh,
fucking these people. We've talked about this. Ruining the wedding. But so I.
Wait, would you not have that song at your wedding?
Yeah, I'd love it. I've done it at a wedding before.
But would you now not do it?
Nah, I wouldn't. It wouldn't bother me. So I set up a sparkler line. The photographer and videographer brought them in via the bar, did a couple of sexy, because we wanted some flash photos on the bar, but we were like, everyone's going to be in there. So I was like, I'll get them out. I'll get them lined up for the sparklers.
Flash,
pour the thing. And then they came out holding the bottle and a glass and and everyone was like, oh, new dress bar. And then we went straight in to the first dance. And they had a choreographed dance to Taylor Swift, Lover, and he twirled her around and she was lying backwards and then she tucked up close, kissed him and then put her down and we were into the dancing.
And this, phenomenal. My friends, is why you need a coordinator.
100%. This is what I mean. You can do the stuff and it will be fine, but it just elevates everything.
And that's no shade. It's going, actually, let's put our two brains together. Because you know the venue. I knew that. I couldn't
have done all that stuff if I didn't have a venue person sorting all the actual shit out, and I can fanny around making sure that they get in and nobody sees them. I've got a sparkler line and we're all set up. Do you know what I mean?
Work together.
Yeah, 100%.
Hello. I have a bitches from a bride from my wedding last June.
Okay.
My husband's dad's partner's son, and no, we don't say step's brother because we don't bloody like him.
I was going to say my husband's is a
big waste of space. I specifically said to him before the wedding that he can't look like an idiot and don't turn up and act like a knobhead either.
Fair conversation.
Well, he turned up in a beige tartan suit and wore the biggest sunglasses I've ever seen all day, including inside. But worse than that is that he bought coke to our wedding. Fucking cocaine. Where we had 8 children in the day and 19 children in the evening, 2 of which being mine and my husband's 2 and 5-year-old daughters. I've told him and his mum that he's no longer welcome at our house and the girls aren't to go around if he's there. They say I'm overreacting and I say I'm not. Was I absolutely off my nut to think that when I said don't act like a knobhead, that included not bringing Class A fucking drugs to the wedding? Or should I have been more specific?
It's drugs. Do we need to put on our wedding websites, don't wear white, and don't wear fucking white, don't bring white,
don't sniff white.
All I want to say is that I am very understanding of the fact that people have done drugs, try drugs at some point in their life. Fine, cool, you do you, not a problem. Bring a fucking drug to my wedding, I will knock you out. I should have knocked out people at my wedding, but I didn't. Anyway, different story.
Really?
Yes, and to this day,
it wasn't
pisses me off. Yeah, Beth.
Wait, who was it?
I'm not talking about it. It actually pisses me off. So that forever will piss me off. It is not your day.
And now you've told me. It was very fucking clear.
Of course it was clear. It was clear to everybody. It was clear to everybody. And do you know what that does?
The problem.
Takes it away from the fact that it's our wedding.
It's my fucking day.
It's my fucking day. I don't do drugs. If I did drugs, maybe it's not so bad. Fine, you do you, whatever. It's disrespectful is my problem. So when her non-stepbrother brings drugs, it is childish and disrespectful.
Right.
That's how I
What
feel.
I'm going to say is you do what you want in your recreational
That's
time.
what I mean. You do whatever you want at home.
However, if you're sat next to nanny and your niece or nephew and so, and you're there with your big fucking sunglasses on, pop into
And
guys, we're not fucking stupid.
None of us are stupid.
We're not stupid. And I've been at weddings where that's the thing and that's what they're all doing and that's fine. And
whatever.
I've told people before, guys, maybe not here because Nana's about to walk past. Like, can we not do it on the kitchen table in this lovely big manor house that we've got? Go do it in your rooms. Like, I don't know. I don't want to know about it. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm just not.
Okay, would you call the police?
I think it depends, actually, would be the answer.
Yeah. It's so hard because if that's
I've seen people do it in front of me and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm working.
If that's the couple's thing, it's my job. I can't ruin the day, but I'm also like, this is
But I would
illegal.
call the police if it went too far.
Yes.
100%.
So,
again, if you go, whatever I know what you're doing in the toilet. It's nothing to do with me. Go away. I don't want to see it. I don't care. You come and bring it out and do it in front of me is disgusting, and you get one warning, I think. I said to the people that I saw, can you not do that in front of me, please?
Yeah.
Go away. Like, fuck off. I'm literally trying to work.
I also think it's really disrespectful to just do it openly.
Disrespectful to do it in front of staff because it puts them in a really awkward situation. Disrespectful to do it in front of the couple
But also,
who
you
don't
could
agree with
shut
it.
down that wedding.
You could shut down the wedding. You could, something bad could happen. Somebody else could take it off you. Like, there's a million things that could be happening.
And like you said, everyone knows you're doing it.
You think you're
And everyone's
sly,
like,
it's not.
You're a dickhead.
You're acting like. I feel the same way about people that get absolutely hammered at weddings. Let me finish first.
Can I just
no.
I'm going to let you finish, but can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Have you ever got really drunk in your life?
I've never been paralytic drunk. No.
Have you not?
No.
I feel like you haven't lived. I feel like you need a night on the town with me.
Yeah, but do you know what? I get drunk. Bit coke.
Brian's face.
My problem is that I get drunk on one drink.
Yeah, and then you get tired.
No, I don't. Oh, fuck you. I can go all night.
You can.
I can. My problem is I get drunk on one drink and then
I remember when we went out and you were like, I think I'm tipsy. And I was like, what?
We were at Christmas. I'm drunk after one, but then I'll sit at that drunk level all night. I can keep going. I can do shots. I can do everything. And it worked. The most drunk, I've never gone paralytic. No. The most drunk I think I've ever been was probably when I finished up my catering job and we went to an awards and I just got absolutely smashed and I fell asleep at the dressing table and Brian had to tell me off and put me in bed.
You're saying you're not got paralytic?
I wasn't paralytic though. I still knew, like, you know when you know what's happening, but Brian's like, you don't.
If you fell asleep at my wedding on the table, I'd be like,
that's what I mean.
You are fucking sacked.
I agree.
Don't ever talk to me again.
Right. So this was my point.
But I also
no, let me finish now.
Go. Yeah, go.
If you're paralytic, all you're doing is saying, everybody talk about me, everybody look at me, forget that it's somebody else's wedding day. So I think getting absolutely steaming drunk, I don't mind drunk. Like, I absolutely don't mind silly drunk, but paralytic on the floor, having to be sick in a bucket is vile. Same line as drugs.
A lot of my brides have done tactical chunders.
I don't mind. Again, I don't really get sick from drink that often, so I can't relate. But I'm okay with a tactical chunder. Like, honestly,
I hate feeling sick, so I'll always make myself sick if I feel sick. But my argument is, right, okay, you've had one too many.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
You've started to make a bit of a dick yourself. Someone's now told you to go to your room and behave.
Go away.
It's when after that point you then kick up a fuss and then keep drinking.
100%. The amount of times
I don't tolerate it.
When it used to be when I used to be working later and Brian was on the bar and I had to wait for him, where people are just, and I'm like,
people
Brian,
become
get rid of
as well, don't they?
We were at a wedding. Can you remember the one we did? And Brian had to get rid of somebody because they wouldn't go. The bride and groom came over and they were like, please, can you get rid of this guy? He was just being a dick. He kept looking like he was going to fight people, didn't he? Do you remember the one
aggressive
in
drunks.
Cornwall?
What would you say?
Yeah, he kept
I'm
saying
drunk.
stuff to me every time I walked past. He would keep. I can't remember what he said.
He was basically
I looked like a footballer or something like that. And he kept
like,
every time he saw me, he kept shouting.
So weird.
I look like a footballer.
So then Brian had to go over.
I can't remember the footballer's name, but every time I walked past, or was it within 20 meters of me, he would shout whatever name it was, and I was like, dude, just stop.
And who did he try to start a fight with? The fish and chip van,
Yes.
like ridiculous
Come
stuff, like grow up.
on.
So Brian had to go over to him and his partner and was just like, look, I think you need to go, mate. Like, he went back into police mode and was like, I think you need to go. I think it's time. Fuck off.
Well, I did a wedding once where police were called because they were doing drugs and there was fist fights and there was blood everywhere.
It was the
groom.
If you fight at a wedding, if you get paralytic at a wedding, and if you get drugs at a wedding, you're an idiot and you're not invited. See you later. And that is the end of this episode. Thank you for listening. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school.
Peace and love. Bye.